It's been a long time coming, but today we finally get rid of these annoying mismatching wheels on the car. At least that's the plan if we can get them off. I should mention quickly that in no way is this an instructional video. Don't expect to learn anything. This is just a laugh of, this needed to be done and we're doing it and thought people might like to see it. Okay, wheels are off. It's great to see these things finally off the car, and I can match them up at last with the missing two that are on other cars and have full sets again. Okay, so we've got this apart now. You can see where the brake pads are going to clip in, calipers are everything being lifted off. So we've gone through here and we've pulled the rotors off. And whilst I was checking this out, they said to me that the rotors are going to need to be machined. So I thought, let's go and video that, because I've never actually seen a rotor getting done before. Essentially, they're just bolted onto this machine, they adjust this little thing over, it scratches against the surface and just goes across, and voila, you get new rotors. And I thought, well, that's fantastic. That saves us a little bit of money going through and buying new ones. There's only one slight problem with this theory, and that is that when we finished doing this, we had a look, and like this is one before it needed to be done. You can see the edges are all messed up and stuff. This is the one that we've just done, and we found a crack that goes about 80 to 90% of the way around the entire rotor. So as much as I wanted to get out of buying new ones, we've got to run off and buy some new ones. So we've just had to run off, quickly get down to Repco, pick up a bunch of new rotors, well, bunch being two. This is what we've picked up. It's the TRWs. You can see the details on the side. Now let's get these buggers under the car. Alright, so I'm back at the shop. We're going through, I just wanted to show again, that these original rotors, they are actually the ones that came with the car in 2004, and because it's now 2022, I'm just re-showing this crack, because I'm just so blown away at the difference between a machined one and a brand new one. I mean, don't get me wrong, the machine one looks nice, but look at the quality difference to the new one, even though there's a little bit of dirt on there from where I picked it up. So that's a big difference, much nicer. Wow, that looks just so much better on there than I would have expected. No, it's just a matter of a bit of reassembly now, getting the pads back on and everything. It's not anything overly hard. Then I'll get the wheels balanced. I'll also take the car around and get a quick wheel alignment done. I'll show how that's done. I personally don't have a clue how it's done, so I'll be basically just watching what they do. Now I just got to get the guys to put the back ones on and we're all kind of set.
Yep. Backs, yep, back ones can go on.
With these brake pads, I actually don't remember where I got them from. I think I bought them for my last Adventra, and they've been sitting on the shelf for so long that the box turned to crap and I couldn't read the label for them. So I'm just kind of like, hey, look, there's brake pads. So, don't ask me what they are. Well, that represents the last anyway, so now that's on, we'll just throw the wheels back on, get all that taken care of, then I'll quickly whiz over to the wheel alignment people and get that done.
So the idea is that these little sensors on the side go through and get read by these up the top, and then the computer in the middle there goes through and allows you to adjust everything and get your alignment done. So when we move on to this section, which is basically a turn left, turn right at 45 degrees, that's allowing, I can see 10.14 on the left and 9.66 on the right. Now 9.56 on the left and 10.5 on the right. And you can see over here exactly what it's doing. So here's all the specs and stuff of what's currently happening before anything's been adjusted. Doesn't mean a lot to me, but I'm sure it'll mean something to someone. So this here's the live stats as he actually gets under and adjusts it all, so we'll be able to see what that does. I'm not going to watch the whole thing, but you get the idea.
I feel like I should be going through and, giving some type of guide or instruction or information, but honestly, I have no idea what he's doing. I just know he turns those little things and they change on the screen, and at the end of it, my car goes straight. This is so interesting to watch. I'm not going to bore you guys with all of it because it took so much longer to do this than I would have expected. But watching him, he turns one bit, and of course that turns the rubber, and then he has to move the rubber back, and he turns the next piece again. Although I understand the general principle of what he's doing, really don't sort of follow it. But he spent a fair bit of time under here, and he got it absolutely perfect. So I'm very rapt with what they've done. Everything was in the green, everything was nice.
So was the steering wheel straight at all?
So this is what you get when it's all said and done. At the moment, only the front's been aligned, but that's the stats of what we're currently at. Okay, stats are all done, everything's done, it's ready for a test. So off it goes, take it off here, take it back out on the road. So nice to see decent wheels back on the car. I definitely got to go through and fix that bumper at some point. It's got to get some clips put on and stuff like that. Off she goes for a test drive. Just getting a friend to hold the phone, so hopefully, yep, bit to the right. Okay, so that is showing how nice and centered the steering wheel is, perfectly straight. I can't see any issues with that now. And its handling, just really amazing.
So I've driven home, car went beautifully. I'm just looking at the wheels and thinking, I've got no center caps, I've got no covers for the wheel nuts. I've got another car outside that I've got several cars outside, but there's one I think has the right center caps for this. So I figure I'll go for a wander, see what's on it, and see if I can grab those. But when I come out and had a look at the car, it turns out there's two different types of center caps between front and back. And then it dawned on me, they're different mags, front and back. So I looked around, and of course in the back of the actual ute is the extra wheels with the right center caps. So all I need to do is jump on eBay and find some wheel nut covers, basically.
So I just had a bit of a look, and you can see here on eBay you could get the wheel nut covers fairly cheap. They're not terrible. You know, you're talking, what is that, with postage stuff, around 30 bucks. And I thought, well, same sort of price, get you a full set of actual decent lug nuts. And I'm thinking, if I could get proper wheel nuts instead of covers, I'm going to go with that as an option. And then, of course, there's the center caps, which I've found out on my ute. So I'm just going to pull those off there, so I don't even need that now. But I'll order those and get rid of those. So, yeah, I think they'll look nice on the car. Hopefully they'll be here in a couple of days. Alrighty, so they've turned up. This is what they look like. Oh, that one's trying to run away on me. This is going to look much better than just putting crap little caps on.
I debated whether to even leave this part in of just, you know, changing the nuts over. Decided I would. It just sort of, it's nice to see the old ones coming off and the new ones going on finally. It's only like a little tiny bit of video, so it's not like it's anything terrible, but I do need to wash the wheel. Might have to fix the clear coat. In fact, looking at this, I think I'm going to have to sand it, fix the clear coat, do a few little bits and pieces. When all said and done though, that is so much better than what was on the car. I'll go grab the center cap in a second and put that on. Be nice to actually see it with the center caps on and looking good. So there you go. And now it's just a quick little bit of a wipe just to try and get rid of some of the dirt and grime and brake dust and stuff that's built up on it. But overall, I'm going to call that a done video. So thank you very much for watching. I know this is by no means an instructional video or anything, but you know, I did need to do the stuff to the car and I thought people might be interested in seeing it. So thank you for watching. I think there's a wheel restoration video in my near future.